Hi MMA Commentary subscribers and viewers, thanks again for returning to my channel to watch this. I wanted to do a Mike Tyson Roy Jones Jr. retrospective. It's been a week since Saturday since they fought, and now that things have kind of died down a bit and we can think about it a little more clearly, what did we think of the fight? What did we think of the event? What did we think of the commentary? So when I think about it, first I'm going to talk about the Tyson Jones fight. I thought it was awesome. Of course, you know, you're a little worried when your heroes, when you're younger, go into a fight, and even when Roy and Mike walked out to the ring, they walked a little slow, but as soon as that bell rang and Mike Tyson just went tight like a spring like he used to and just went towards Roy, it was absolutely like amazing. The nostalgia was incredible. Nobody got seriously hurt. Obviously you could tell Roy, his body was hurting, but he wasn't seriously hurt. And just the kind of the respect they had for each other at the end, it was awesome. And I gotta say, the last kind of fight I saw like that was Chuck Liddell Tito Ortiz 3, which was one of the most depressing fights I've ever seen in my life. It made me sad and I hated it. But I guess the difference between these two fights is the build up to the Tito Ortiz Liddell fight. You could tell Liddell wasn't there anymore. You could tell he just couldn't do it anymore. But to see a couple of legends in their 50s go into a fight and perform so well and just give it their all was incredible to see. I was really pleased with it. So in terms of the fight, I think it was awesome. I think they moved really well, and I think they put on a show, and I like the idea of the Legends League, Legends Only League. I like that idea. In terms of the event itself, they could have had more fights. There was like 45 minutes of like rapping, and I like some of those rap songs too, but I guess I'm used to the more the UFC style where, okay, fight's over, on to the next one, fight's over, on to the next one, rather than fights over, concert and build up and all that kind of stuff. So I thought they could have added a couple more bouts in there and kind of toned down some of the musical stuff and just had more actual fights. Some of the other fights were a bit mismatched, I would say. The Jake Paul-Nate Robinson fight, I hate Jake Paul, but he looked good against a basketball player. I mean, there's not much more to say about that. But it's still, I like those freak kind of, I used to like celebrity boxing back in the day. I liked Horseshack versus Screech was a good fight. So overall, I really like the event, and I like the idea of it. Is it sustainable long term? I'm not sure. Depends kind of who they can get to fight. I'd like to see Mike fight again. The commentary, you know, they had, I won't get into the commentary actually, I'll do that in another video. I'm going to do the commentary in another video because it's kind of been a point of contention with people. But I just wanted to quickly give my thoughts on it. I thought it was awesome. I'm really glad they did it, and you know, it took me back to my childhood. Mike Tyson's first, you know, won the heavyweight championship when I was like 4 years old. But I remember my parents watching his fights when I was a kid, and you know, it kind of brought me back to that. And if they do it in a bad way, like the Liddell Ortiz one, then it's just sad. It ruins your childhood. But if they do it in a way where they're successful and they perform well, then it brings you back to your childhood in a positive, nostalgic way. So 2 thumbs up for Tyson Jones Jr. in the Legends Only League, and I'm excited to see what happens. So anyways, thanks again for watching. Hit that like and subscribe for more commentary, And let me know what you guys thought in the comments. If you guys agree with me, if you thought it was a good fight, or if you thought they were past their prime and they shouldn't have done it. Like, what do you think now that you guys have all had a week to digest it?